come from a family of entertainers and entrepreneurs. So, dude, this was the only thing from the beginning. I mean, look, I did go through that phase when I was like, I don't know, in kindergarten, when I thought I was gonna play basketball, because every little black boy at some point in his life thinks he's gonna play ball. You know what I'm saying? I was playing 2K like, oh, nah, I could do that. But nah. And the music has always been in me. You know what I'm saying? My father was a musician. Even my mom used to rap. And not only that, but my granddad, he had a huge impact in the music industry in terms of like how hip hop actually got started. My grandfather's name is Noble V. Blackwell, and he was an executive at CBS. He was also in radio. He also had a TV show called Night Train, which was like a predecessor to like Soul Train. And you would have a bunch of guests come on. And for example, some of the people he had come on early in their careers, like Jimi Hendrix and Otis Redding. And so my granddad was also one of the people responsible for helping Sugar Hill Gang get Rapper's Delight played on radio for the first time. So, you know, hip hop specifically is something that runs in my genes. And I grew up in the church playing, you know, keys and playing drums, you know, and I'm super inspired by the Soulquarian movement. So artists like Jay Dilla, Common, Tribe Called Quest, so, you know, Q-Tip, Erykah Badu, D'Angelo, you know, that whole sound has super influenced me. And so I kind of call my sound neo rap because of how I'm influenced by neo soul. And yeah, that's something that I've been really working on and tipping at for a long time. And I feel like, you know, I've really kind of found my voice. Well, I mean, a lot of things, you know, I learned on my own, but shout out to, you know, my production team that I've been working with for so long now. So I produce, and other than myself, I work with maybe like 4 or 5 other producers who I've known them all for a very long time. One of them is my boy Keith Morris, and super duper talented. I've known him since he was like 16, and he used to go by Papa Yondo. But Keith Morris, Jamar Jacobs, who produced Friday on freshman graduation, and then my homies Killian Castro and Stephen Carr. They're a production duo called Golden Dice from Brooklyn. And I'm telling you, man, being around other musicians makes you a better musician. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I said, growing up in the church, you know, half of the times our rehearsals were just jam sessions. And that's where I kind of developed the spirit and the energy. And then learning how to use the software to translate that energy was another task. So in terms of like my development as an artist, the first things I kind of focused on was my writing, was my pen. You know, when I was a sophomore in high school, I was homeschooled when I was a junior in high school, I was homeschooled from junior year to senior year, because I basically just told my parents, like, yo, I want to just focus on my craft. And, you know, because of our background, they had that understanding with me to be able to let me do that. And so, bro, I just locked myself in my basement, and I was a student to the game. You know, I was studying people like MF Doom, studying Wu-Tang, studying Jay-Z, and just really trying to find my place. And you'll always hear me talk about energy, because it's such a reality. And that, like, a lot of times, bro, I just see myself as a catalyst, you know? Like, I allow for energy to kind of flow through me. And that's how I get my flows, because a lot of times I'll just produce something, and then I'll just record myself just mumbling flows and just kind of mumbling nonsense. And that's how that ultimately becomes like the meat and bones and butter and structure of a song. And then I kind of come in and like, all right, well, what is it? Like, the song tells me what it's about. Like, it tells me like what it is that, you know, is supposed to go here, what words, you know, because it's really funny, because sometimes I'll be like just freestyling, mumbling, just saying things. But within that, I hear like the words that I'm supposed to be saying there. you know. So it's a spiritual thing for me as well.